All right, let's talk about this rechargeable cooling fan with a misting component to it, sometimes known as a swamp cooler by some people. I'll walk you through how to use it, the features of it, and tell you maybe one or two things I wish were a little different about it. So basically, it's plugged in right now, but it does work on battery, and you have a light here that tells you whether the battery is charged or not. It has a timer feature, which is really helpful, especially when you're on the battery feature, so it doesn't just run. I'll use this in our trailer. At night, if it's really warm in the evening while we're out camping, I'll plug this in on the trailer if I want to use battery power from my trailer, or if I just want to run the battery off of here, I'll just use the battery feature, and then I'll set a timer. So if it's like really warm, I'll do 4 hours. If I just want to have it to cool off while I fall asleep, I'll do 2 hours. And so that's really nice. Now, there's two kind of settings here. You can have the fan setting, and then you can have whether you want cooling. And the cool feature is going to be the mist, right? In order to engage that, you do have to fill it with water. So you just unscrew the top. You can see I have water in there. And then you're just going to go ahead and put water in there. And then this is going... There we go. And so now I have it on the light cool and then the heavy cool. And so it's going to put out a mist, basically. And then you can increase the fan and increase whether you have cool or not on. The water will come out as a mist. It'll be turned into a mist. And then you are going to have to empty this tray out at some point when it fills up. So just be careful, because if you don't empty it, it will overflow onto wherever you have it. Let's see. So in using this, this is not something you're going to put in a room and say cool it from 80 degrees down to like 72 degrees, right? This is not like a replacement air conditioning unit. What this is it's a nice thing to have on your desk. It's a nice thing to have by your bed as you sleep, because it will put a mist off. And if you're in the area of the mist, you're going to feel cooler as a result of that. So that's why this is nice to put by our bed when we're out camping. And I use this on my desk at work on a warm day where I don't want to turn the air conditioning down much lower, or maybe I don't want to turn it on, but I do want to stay a little cool. So this works well for those situations. It's nice to have a battery feature, so I don't always have to have it plugged in. That works well when I'm out, say, camping. And so there's a lot of uses for this. It doesn't put off a ton of mist. The fan at highest power, you can hear it doesn't put off a ton of air. And so I think that would maybe be the downside to it. But again, there's so many good features for it as long as you're using it for the right circumstance. Okay, I hope this has helped.